Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now we have, I'm excited about this one. It's been quite a while we had an art display and this type of art. We're joined by Arinze. Now he is the interim president of the Sculptors Association of Nigeria and a mentor to emerging artists. His works feature in major exhibitions and collections in Nigeria and abroad. Now through his art and leadership, he continues to shape the future of Nigerian sculpture and ceramics. It is great to have you, sir. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, when I see this, I start thinking about our artworks, the Benin bronze works, the works that were stolen or whichever way, whatever happened out of here, and how they are appreciated there, and how the lack of appreciation from maybe the government sector, the private sector, and all of that, how it all happened. But, you know, it is great to have you. Just before we get into that, how long have you been sculpting?
Well, I've been sculpting since 1992.
92.
Because I finished school 1991.
Okay.
Yeah, so after my youth service, I just went straight into full-time studio practice.
And you're doing it till now?
Yep.
Is it financially viable? Has it been something that you've had to, you know, have you had to do something to support it, or by itself it's financially viable?
Well, it's at the early stage, it might sound as if it's not financially viable, but as you are growing older in the field and people are getting to know you better, it's
something that we can do. But now these are wonderful works, and I'm thinking that if I saw this thing in a museum outside the country, you know, I feel like the reverence for it is greater than we have here. Growing up, we used to have one or two museums and galleries. I remember visiting them, but these days it's harder. I know there are a few, but not as much as they were then. How is it so that we don't appreciate our works, but people outside revere it so much so that some of these artworks become even revenue boost, you know, ways by which they earn revenue, you know, by tourism and all that. People come to them, but we ourselves that had it, you know, it's like we don't appreciate it.
Well, for me, I don't think that we don't appreciate art. We appreciate art. It's just that, you know, there's this thing that goes on between the Africans and the Western world. The Western world, they use their power or the strength they have to debase. There's a campaign. They use this to debase whatever we have as Africans.
Okay.
And through that campaign also, they make us to hate ourselves, to hate what we have.
But then they take it, and then
they take it and exhibit it abroad. They make money out of it over there in their countries. But they made us to hate it, took it to their country, and they also expect us to now come to their country and spend our own money to see what belongs to us.
Wow. You know, that's quite something, because, you know, people, we can even relate it a bit to religion. You know, some of our statues or deities, as it were, that we have in statue form, you know, it was from them that we got to accept a particular religion that makes us feel like those things are beneath us, and then they take it. I fully understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, you know, it's I believe the truth is that we as Africans, just like your program, Wake Up Nigeria, the title goes, we really need to wake up as a people, you know, which is also what my work is all about, to wake people up.
Wonderful,
you
wonderful.
know? So we need to wake up as a people and take back what belongs to us. Just like they keep spending money on campaigning so that we can hate ourselves, we also need to invest in a counter campaign to make we as Africans to love ourselves and love what we do.
Wonderful. All right, now let's talk about what we have here. We have three quite interesting sculptures. Let's start with this one in the middle.
Yeah, this one is titled Bullet Hole.
Bullet Hole.
Bullet Holes.
Okay.
You know, it was done, it's a series I did around 2014, 2015. You know, that was when we had so much insecurity in the country. Remember the Chibok girls and a lot of killings in some part of the countries, you know, because in most of the works I do, I try to draw inspirations in happenings around me,
around us.
you know. So this is titled Bullet Holes.
Bullet holes.
Yeah.
And I can see it here, taking a, what sort of, is this a calabash or something?
No,
or?
it's made with clay. It's a vessel.
Okay, a vessel.
Yeah, it can also act as a vase where you could put a flower there.
Wonderful.
Even
wonderful.
through the holes, you can also put flowers. But they are made purely as a decorative piece.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It looks so good. Let's go with that
This is
olive
just
green
a simple vase.
Just a simple vase.
Yeah, made with textured material.
Okay, textured
See,
material.
It was a lace material, so the lace.
Okay, so do you use it as an imprint, or you put the material on it, or
no?
How did it
the
work?
material was, I used a mold, so
Okay.
the material I put it inside the mold and now press cast the forms out.
Interesting.
The texture, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's purely for
Okay.
functional, for decoration, and also for
oh yes, for functions. You can
yeah,
put, like you
for
said, you can put
flowers,
vases
yes.
and all of that inside.
Yeah.
Now, I love abstract. And
Yeah.
this gives me this is real abstract. This is something I would love to see beautiful and all of that. What's this one title?
Yeah, the title of this is from a series I call It Takes Two to Tango. So it's a dancing form, two figures dancing at the same time. While they were dancing, they are kissing.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. What medium? What did you use to?
They're all made with
to
clay.
produce with clay.
Yeah,
right?
they're all made with clay and fired to
You know that's the thing about sculpting. It can require more than painting and all of that. It's deeper. In fact, some people go as far as you cast, you have iron, you have framework and all of that.
Yeah.
You do framework, so it involves a lot of physical and sometimes even dangerous work, because sometimes you are dealing with you're trying to weld and all of that, dangerous work and all of that.
Yeah.
How have you had to deal with all of this all through your career?
Well, I work more with clay.
Okay.
And I'm not too good with those machines, so I avoid.
You avoid them. Okay.
Whenever I have to work with those machines, I invite people to assist.
I like that, because we are in a society where sometimes a lot of people feel like I can do it all alone.
Yeah.
Not understanding the power of collaboration.
Exactly.
Big things are done when you collaborate, when you know your strengths, and then you find somebody else that has a strength here. It's just like artists. You don't have to write a song. You can sing. It doesn't mean that you must be the one to write the song.
Yes.
So I understand, and I love what you're doing when it comes to the power of this and collaboration. You've had exhibitions in the country and outside the country, right? How would you, I know you've spoken about the appreciation of art and all that, but over time, has it improved? Has it gotten better? Has it declined? Well,
no, I think
if you juxtaposing it with whenever you had exhibitions outside the country.
Well, I think it has improved. The art appreciation has improved a lot over the years. As the year goes by, the appreciation among the younger generations is really very impressive. You know, when you go to exhibitions today, you see a lot of young people, even young collectors. You know, like before we had few collectors, but today, and also with the help of the social media, the market is no longer limited to
just local.
Just local. Listen, you can have a show today, and people are in America or Europe, and most of those people who will look into your page to want to order for works are not even Europeans; they are Nigerians.
Okay. All right, so it has appreciated.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So it was a pleasure having you and these beautiful artworks. And as a president, I wish you the best as you pilot the affairs of the organization.
Thank you very much.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
All right, that was it, our art display. Hope you're able to pick one or two things there and take a look at these beautiful art pieces that we have here. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still a little bit more to come on show.